Good afternoon, guys. This is Jay from IctusGaming.tv. And on this episode, tuturo ko sa inyo ang basic guide kung paano tayo mag-gaming and streaming. So this is only a basic step that I will teach you right now. So let me just pull up my information here. So guys, kung may time kayo, you can actually like and follow my page, ictusgaming.tv. Also, please subscribe to my channel, Ictus Gaming, for more um, updates and tutorial sa mga gaming and streaming na ginagamit natin. Okay? So, let's start. Okay, guys. First step, I highly recommend to use OBS, but we have a new version of OBS Studio, which we call OBS Live or Stream Elements. You can download that kasi doon makikita nyo lahat ng kailangan nyo for gaming. Nandun na lahat. So, papakita ko lang sa inyo. Play capture. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, ito ang Stream Elements care of OBS Studio. This is what we call OBS Live. As you can see, makikita nyo yung notification sa left side. Then, ito yung screen ng live nyo. Then, on the right side, ito yung chat. And also, you can add up if you want to make an additional improvement sa inyong stream. Meron ditong option, stream elements, then media request. Ito po yung mga music. For example, sa chat nyo is nagre-request sila ng song while you are on chat mode. Pwede nyo i-activate yan. So far, hindi ko i-activate. So, let's start and do some basic steps, okay? So, first of all, I'm using i7, Intel i7 8700 and GTX 1060 6 gig OC or overclock. So, ngayon, pakita ko sa inyo yung settings na ginawa ko. So, just simply go to settings. And sa general, wala naman tayong gagalawin dyan. So, let's go to the stream. Dito yung stream key. If sa Facebook Live kayo, all you have to do is to click Facebook Live and then yung stream key, makikita nyo yan sa gaming creator nyo. Set up nyo lang yung stream key, copy paste, apply and okay. And this is the very important part of streaming, yung sa output natin. So, since naka-recording tayo, hindi natin magagalaw. Pero sa encoder, under streaming, may makikita kayong tatlong option. Yung old NVENC, X264, and the new NVIDIA NVENC. So, yung NVIDIA NVENC, ito yung gagamitin nating encoder, which is your GPU. Okay, ang X264 is for CPU usage. So, hindi natin kailangan gumamit ng CPU usage and I highly recommend na ang magiging encoder nyo is yung GPU nyo. Okay? And just to make sure and heads up, usually and dapat most of the time, 70% ang nagagamit is GPU, 30% is CPU. Same as with gaming and streaming. So, ang pinili natin is NVIDIA NVENC New H.264. Ayan po yung model. Then, ito, dapat naka-check siya. Yung Enforce Streaming Service Encoder Settings. Okay? Then, yung rescale output nyo, if hindi gaano kalakas yung GPU na gamit nyo, pwede kayo mag 1280 by 720. Okay? Pero kung sobrang halimaw naman, like 20 series naman yung GPU nyo, pwede na siyang standard na 1280 by 1080p. Okay? 1080p. And then sa rate control, CBR CBR po yung ginagamit natin. CBR means is the constant bitrate. Okay, this is also affects your streaming. And bitrate, depende po yan sa internet na gamit nyo, which is yung upload speed. Okay, for example, meron kayong upload speed na more than 5 Mbps. Okay, 'di ba ano siya, megabytes, tama ba? Mbps per seconds. So, 'pag kinonvert niyo 'yan sa bits, okay, yung 5 Mbps is equivalent to 5,000. But, you don't want to maximize the bit rate. For example, you're using 5 Mbps and then 5,000 din ilalagay mo, um, magkakaroon kayo ng stutter or lag. So, ang gagawin niyo if, 5 Mbps kayo, puwede na yung, 3,500. Make sure na meron kayong allotted space para sa ibang, um, connection. For example, kasi yung ano, yung browser ang ginagamit naman niyan is yung speed, not the upload. But for um, uh, other apps like yung games natin, gumagamit yan ng, upload speed, okay? So ngayon, ako kasi ang papakita ko lang sa inyo, wait lang. Let me open. Nakalimutan ko na speed test, man. Okay. So, ayun guys, speed test muna tayo. Then pakita ko sa inyo. I'm using 50 Mbps. Ito yung download speed. Okay? Which is irrelevant sa streaming natin. Okay? So, ang mahalaga dyan is makita nyo yung upload speed nyo. So, ako pumapalo ng 12 to 13 yung upload speed ko. So, 13. So, pwede yan 13,000 pero sa OBS, I think, as far as I know, 5,000 bitrate is okay. And I'm not sure if that's the maximum, pero yung iba gumagamit ng 6,000. Pero ako ang ginagamit ko is 5,000. Since meron naman tayong 13 Mbps, so it's like 13,000, 'di ba? So marami tayong allotted. Pero for example, if you only have uh, a normal or a standard upload speed like 3 Mbps, I'm not sure if makakapag-stream ka na maayos. Pero I'll teach you some basic steps or tricks kung paano gagawin yan. Pero before I'm using yung upload speed natin is 5 Mbps. Then yung bitrate na ginagamit ko dati is 3,500 only. Pero goods pa rin yung stream natin, okay? Same specs yung ginagamit natin. So ako is 5,000. Ito, pwede niyong gawing 2 seconds yung interval. Ako naka-auto ako. Then ito sa preset, meron tayong max, quality, performance, max performance, okay? Ibe-breakdown ko lang sila kung ano yung gamit nila, okay? So unang-una, let's go with max quality. For max quality, you should have a GPU of 20 series, okay? 20 series means ayun yung mga RTX 2060, 2070, 2080. You can use max quality, okay? And then for quality, you can use 10 series, 1030, 1050, 1060, 1070, 1080. Just go with quality, okay? Sa performance, ayun yung medyo mas older GPU. Pero ako, I'm using 1060. I'm not sure because of the update. And this is a OBS Live Stream Elements bago siya. Nilaro-laro ko siya. So, tinry ko gamitin yung max quality and it works for me. Maganda yung stream natin. So, I stick with max quality. Pero again, max quality is for 20 series, then quality is for 10 series, and then performance is below 10 series. And I'm not sure kung papaano siya magwo-work sa ibang GPU. Pero ayun yung knowledge natin, okay? So, for example, you're using 10 series and ang pinili mo is max quality, then you will try to make a test live, like a test live para ma-check mo kung okay. If max quality will not work for you, then relive and then go with the quality. Okay? So that's how it works. And then look ahead, naka ano yan, naka uncheck psycho visual tuning, naka-check na siya. Hindi ko na ginalaw yan. GPU, hindi ko na ginalaw. Max B frame, same pa din. Dito sa main, pwedeng high, pwedeng main. Ako, naka-main lang ako. Pwede niyong gawing high. And that's it for streaming. The audio, yun lang. Madali lang naman siya sa desktop audio kung ano yung headset na ginagamit mo, yun ang pipiliin mo. Then sa mic, kung ano yung mic na ginagamit mo, yun din yung pipiliin mo. Ganun lang siya kadali. And then sa video, again, for example, if your monitor is a 1080p, which is your base, ayun yung monitor na ginagamit mo, then um, ayaw mo masyadong mahirapan yung GPU mo mag-encode. Kasi for example, 'di ba, 1080p ka, then i-encode ng 720. So meron siyang additional hard time para sa GPU natin, 'di ba? So I suggest if medyo low lang yung GPU natin, I suggest same yung base nyo saka yung output nyo. 'Di ba? Para hindi na siya maghirapang mag-convert ng 1080 resolution down to 720, 'di ba? So I suggest if your base is 1080, your output should be 720. And in my case, I'm using 1060 and di naman nahirapan yung GPU ko mag-convert. So I'll go with 1280 by 720. And the reason also why I'm using the output of 1280 by 720 para for example, karamihan kasi gumagamit ngayon is ang nanonood is they're using cellphone, 'di ba? So we want to make sure that they can also watch the stream na presentable sa kanila, 'di ba? Watchable. So I'll go with 1280 by 720p. Sa downscale, filter natin, ang ginamit ko is Lancos, ayan, Lanczos, Lancos. Basta yun na yun. Sharpen scaling 36 sample. And then common FPS value 60 tayo, 60 FPS. Hotkeys, pwede kayong gumamit, pero ako hindi na ako gumamit. Ito, hindi ko na rin ginalaw. And ano ba yung, eto, turo ko sa inyo mga tips para ma-maximize natin or gumanda yung stream natin to avoid the stuttering, okay? Okay, close natin to. So, for example, okay, nag-setup na kayo na, kunyari, for example, na-setup nyo na lahat. And then, ang gagawin natin, kasi we want to make sure that we maximize the use of your GPU instead of CPU. CPU is only for your backup. Okay? Nag-render din siya, but we want to make sure na hindi ganun nagagamit yung CPU mo. At least 70% GPU yung ginagamit and then 30% is your CPU. Okay? So, and depende pa rin pero may mga solution tayo kasi 'di ba um, there are games that requires to use CPU instead of GPU, 'di ba? Pero may mga remedyo tayo diyan. So, ang first tip ko sa inyo para ma-maximize natin, kasi usually pwede yung mag-bottleneck eh. Kahit hindi bottleneck ang GPU and CPU mo. But when it comes to encoding, lalo na pag gaming and streaming ka, minsan mas mataas yung CPU mo kaysa sa GPU mo. And then, lumalaban ulit yung GPU mo, di ba? So, that's the time na nagkakaroon ng stuttering. So, ang first tip ko sa inyo is go to graphic settings. Okay, under graphic settings, ang gagawin nyo is click nyo na yung classic app, then go to browse. So, ang browse nyo yung exe or exe file ng game nyo. Okay, for example, yung TSI, which is yung PUBG, Call of Duty yan, go to the folder of Call of Duty or go to the folder of PUBG and search for the exe files, not the launcher, okay? Exe files ng game. So once nakita nyo na yan, so add nyo lang, and then pag add nyo, just go to options, and then click high performance, okay? Para ma-maximize natin yung use of GPU. Okay? Kasi usually, nasa system default yan. So, make sure na naka-high performance para GPU yung priority na gagamitin for gaming. Okay? And then close it. What else? Ayan, make sure that your NVIDIA GeForce Experience driver is updated. Okay? Always make sure that the driver is updated. Check for updates. Pag hindi updated, click update lang. So, ayan, you have the latest GeForce game ready. Goods tayo dyan. Second tip. Second tip ko sa inyo guys, if you're gaming and streaming, I highly recommend, okay, to turn off the in-game overlay. So, this will help you boost your FPS. So, just turn it off and that's it. Then, you can now close it. Then, third, sa NVIDIA control panel natin, medyo mayroon tayong changes na ginawa. Sa ngayon, dito tayo sa adjust image settings. So, make sure na naka-performance kayo. And to make it happen, just go to use my preference. Then, usually nandito yan sa quality. So, gagawin niyo performance. Then, go back to use the advanced 3D. Then, hit apply. Okay? Then, manage 3D settings. Ito lang yung mga ginawa natin, guys. Yung image sharpening. Okay, mahalaga yan para maganda yung gaming experience nyo. You can actually choose on. Okay, kung okay yun sa ano nyo. Choose on and then choose GPU scaling. Para ito yung GPU nyo yung mag-render. Okay, ng gantong image na sharpen and then yung film grain. Okay? Then, sa ambient occlusion, ito kahit naka-off na pwede na to eh. Ako naka-quality lang. Para lang, kasi itong quality provides a more a pronounced increase in realism ng graphics ng games. Then, CUDA GPUs, just click all. May dalawa kayo, check nyo lang yung dalawa. Ako meron lang ako isa. DSR factors, naka-off. Low latency mode, naka-on ako. Low latency reduces latency by limiting the number of frames the CPU can prepare before the frames are processed by the GPU. Naka-on sa akin yan. So, pinapriority niya. Kapag na-on yan, pinapriority niya yung latency by limiting queued frames to 1. Then, max frame, pwedeng, ayan, naka-off na yan. Fixed refresh rate. Make sure that hindi ka naka-G-Sync. Okay? Magkakaroon ka ng input lag. Then, open GL rendering GPU. Okay? Choose your GPU. Then, power management. I preferred maximum. Preferred refresh, kailangan 'to highest available. Shader cache, kailangan naka-on siya. Ito yung sa CPU usage, eh. Ayan, reduce CPU usage by saving compiled shaders to a least cache, okay? Then, negative LOD bias, allow texture filtering, quality, high quality. Threaded optimization, naka-auto ako. This will allow to take advantage of the CPU. Ayun nga, speaking of CPU, ito yung third tip ko sa inyo, okay? If you are an Intel user, so usually ang Intel Corporation hindi naka-activate lahat ng cores, eh, 'di ba? For me, for example, I'm using i7 8700. So meron siyang 12 cores and then 6 cores lang yung standard. Okay, standard na na nakalagay. And to maximize, okay, to maximize the use of all cores ng CPU nyo, you can just go and type on the search button msconfig. Okay? msconfig and then go to boot, advanced option. And dito, lagyan nyo na ng check yung number of processor. Ito yung standard ko nakalagay dito is only 6. Okay? So you want to make sure na lahat ng cores is magagamit. So put check nyo lang yung box and then if meron kayong 6 cores, usually nakalagay dyan is 3 lang kung hindi nyo pa nababago. So make it 6, something like that. Ako naka 12 cores pero yung standard ko is 6. So para magamit natin lahat ng cores, I'll go with 12. Okay? And then click mo lang yung okay. Same thing with the maximum memory which is yung RAM nyo. Para ma-check nyo yung RAM nyo, lahat na gagamit is check the maximum memory. I'm using 16 gig RAM. Then hit okay. Hit apply. And then okay. Then restart. Restart nyo lang para save na natin. Mag-restart ulit. So that's our third tip. And going back sa ating OBS, I guess goods na tayo dito sa output. And sa bitrate, goods na tayo. And that's it. Ayun lang yung mga basic step na dapat yung tandaan para magkaroon kayo ng magandang gaming while streaming without stuttering, okay? So you want to make sure na ang ratio niya, ratio usage ng GPU and CPU nyo is 80 to 20 or 70, 30 or 60, 40. Basta dapat mas mataas yung GPU nyo. So bago kayo mag-stream, to make sure that nasa right path kayo, tama yung ginagawa nyo, pwede kayo mag-open ng task manager, okay? And then analyze nyo. As you can see, OBS is using almost 8 to 9%. Okay, 8 to 9% of your CPU. So okay yan, goods yan. Then on your GPU, 10, 10, ito. So hindi pa siya tumataas dahil hindi pa tayo naka-live, naka-recording lang tayo. Basta 8 to 10%, something like that. So check nyo yan. Then meron pa akong isang tip nakalimutan ko. Yun nga pala, sa power option nyo, power option. I suggest and highly recommend na download nyo guys yung Process Lasso. Ayun yung ginagamit ko sa power option, Process Lasso. Bitsum highest performance, okay? Ictus, bakit yan ang ginagamit mo? Pwede ka naman mag-high performance or balance. Kasi dito, guys, pag ginamit mo yung balance, okay, okay siya, okay gamitin. However, hindi mo hindi mo mako-customize yung use of CPU mo. Okay? Pwede, pero explain ko kung bakit okay? Bakit hindi rin high? Kasi example, high performance will use uh, more energy. Means I'll just open my HW monitor. So it means that, for example, you're gaming and streaming, and then naka high performance ka, there's a possibility na lahat ng course mo is mag 100% temperature, okay? Degrees Celsius. So you don't want to happen while you're gaming and streaming, biglang mag-shutdown yung computer mo because of that. Eh, kung di naman kung sabihin mo, Ictus, ano na, okay naman kasi mababa naman yung ano ko yung CPU time ko kapagka naka-high performance ako. If that's the case, okay, pwede ka mag-high performance. But the disadvantage is hindi mo malalaro or mako-customize yung use. For example, meron kang 12 cores and gusto mo lang gamitin yung 6 cores for gaming and then yung 6 cores para sa OBS live mo. Hindi mo magagawa yun kapag naka-high performance ka or balance. And I will show you why. So ngayon, ito yung ano natin, ginagamit para ma-monitor yung ating temperature. Okay? Na GPU, mainboard, something blah blah blah. So, what is the reason why I'm using Bitsum Hyperphone? Bitsum, ito yon. Download. Siguro lalagay ko na lang yung link sa ating description below. Ang kati ng ilong natin. So, Process Lasso. Okay? Okay guys, ito yan. Wait lang Okay ba yung camera natin? Kaya mo na, hindi gumana yung camera natin. Kasi, gumana yung camera natin. Pero ito guys, sa Process Lasso, okay. We'll try to find the So guys, if you're using Process Lasso, pwede mong customize yung use of CPU. Example, me, I have 12 cores. So ang gagawin ko is just to right-click OBS 64exe file and go to priority and always, and then I'll click the normal. Then go to CPU affinity is the number of cores used. Okay? So go to always and select CPU affinity. So dito guys, meron akong 12 cores, 0 to 11, a total of 12. So pwede natin gawin is we can use 6 cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ang ginagamit lang is 0, 5. Hit apply. Okay. So same thing din po kapag wait lang papakita ko lang sa inyo. I'll try to open a game. Since ang main natin na nilalaro is PUBG, I'll try to open a game. And I will try to open MSI Afterburner para monitor natin sa screen yung temperature and usage. Pero ako usage lang talaga ang kine-check ko. Ayan guys. Ito guys, medyo mahaba pero very knowledgeable. Basta sinishare ko sa inyo lahat ng steps na pwedeng makatulong sa stream nyo. I'm still pulling up our game para makita natin yung difference, okay? And yun nga pala guys, sabihin ko sa inyo, since we are here in the Philippines, usually pagka nag-games tayo, lalo sa mga FPS gamer like PUBG, Fortnite, Apex, Warzone, especially PUBG kasi iba ang taas ng ping ng PUBG, 'di ba? Sobrang taas. Wait lang, open lang natin yung ano. So, pagka kahit gaano kabilis ang internet mo, pero wala kang ginagamit na VPN, automatic, sobrang delay games due to packet loss and high ping. Ito na yung game natin. Opening up the game for you. Enter unit. Come on, man. Open my game. So, kasi may turo lahat para lahat okay yung stream. Ay nga pala guys, kapag mag-games kayo or stream, para ma-display niyo yung game niyo, wait lang, pakita ko sa inyo. I'm using a full screen so hindi niyo makikita yung game ko since naka-display din ako. Nilagay ko lang dito sa display capture. So, instead of display capture, I also suggest na gamitin nyo is game capture. Okay? Mas maganda siya gamitin. May kalimutan ko yung tawag din eh. Basta less yung GPU usage niya when it comes to using game capture instead of display capture. Maganda yung capture ng image kapag game capture. Sa ganon, wag yung display capture. Let's go back to our game. Kita ko lang sa inyo. There you go. So, 30 FPS lang ginawa ko kasi sa lobby lang naman tayo. So, di mo naman kailangan ng 60 or above 60. Customize lang yan, lobby 30 FPS. Then, max FPS ko is only 165, which is the refresh rate of my monitor. Ginagamit natin for gaming, 165. Max FPS ko rin is 165. So sa ngayon, nakita nyo, yung GPU usage natin, laging mas mataas dapat kaysa sa CPU. Yun lagi dapat. So let's try to go in training mode. So nagawa na natin yung mga basic tricks. Ngayon, papakita ko sa inyo. Gusto ko sana ipakita sa inyo yung difference ng high performance, using high performance CPU, yung sa power option and then using the process lasso. We'll try to go training mode muna. Pati ng ilong natin, men, pasensya na. Mga idol And we are only recording, not streaming. Tapos, i-mute lang natin para So as you can see, our GPU usage is 80 to 90%. Kasi men, ginawa natin yung steps na ay wait lang ah. Ay nga pala, sa settings men kasi hindi ko ano, okay lang kayo mag very low lahat. Okay lang yan men. Tema, very low, okay lang yan. Para hindi ganun, para ma-achieve nyo yung gusto nyo. Pero same pa rin yan, magagamit pa rin yung mas mataas dapat yung GPU. And 'di ba, sabi nga nila, the lower the better. Ano po mga steps? So nagawa na natin yung mga tricks, 'di ba? Yung sa graphic settings, um, gagawin natin is high performance. Okay? As you can see, GPU natin is 90% and only CPU is 30. Bakit nangyari yan? Papakita ko sa inyo. Kasi we are using process lasso. Sa process lasso natin, guys, hindi natin ginamit yung 12 cores natin. So, ang ginamit lang natin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8 lang yung nagamit natin. Yung 4, hindi na natin ginamit. Dedicated only for the OBS Live. So, ayan yung kagandahan ng process lasso. Kasi every time na i-open mo yung game, ito na yung setup niya. Okay? Sabihin mo, Ictus, pares lang naman yan ng sa Task Manager. Task Manager kasi pwede mo rin customize yung affinity. Tama kayo dun, men. Pwede nyo i-customize yung affinity like this one. Okay? ESI. Then go to details. Then go to exe files. Pinakamataas. Then go to set priority and affinity. However, so guys, kapag wala kayong process lasso, and ito yung ginamit nyo para i-change yung number of cores to be used for your game, it will not work. Why? Kahit palitan nyo to men, kahit i-uncheck nyo yan, once you click okay, babalik at babalik sa dati yan. Papakita ko sa inyo guys. So, I will close process lasso. Okay, close natin yung process lasso. Process lasso, shutdown. Then, I'll go to power option. Power option. I'm going to use, let's say, balance. Okay, balance lang natin. Okay, we are on the game right now. Same thing, GPU mas mataas, CPU 30 to 40%. So, ay yung sinasabi ko, 80-20 or 70. Pero nakita niyo ba yung CPU? I mean yung FPS natin. Nakita niyo kung gaano kababa. And yung stutter ng game. Napakababa lang yan. Unlike kanina, di ba? Nasa 100 plus tayo. And then, as you can see, minsan, nagpapantay yung GPU natin sa CPU usage. Sa training mode pa lang to wala pa tayo sa in-game mismo. Kasi usually once nag-drop ka sa game, mas bababa pa to. Ito training mode pa lang pero medyo stutter na siya para sa akin. Tapos nag 60, 70 siya FPS. And then, let's go back to Task Manager. I'm not sure kung makikita dito. Hindi. Every game, man. Hindi ko lang mapapakita ko sa inyo kasi ayaw muna mag-games. But every game, okay, once every after game, makikita nyo yung CPU usage niya, babalik yan sa number of cores, yung maximum affinity. Ito babalik lang to sa 12. Kasi every time na magi-game ko ulit, kailangan mong palitan niya. Okay? Ganun siya. Kaya hindi ko siya pinipili. Kaya nag-beat zoom ako. Kasi lahat pwede mo i-customize without um, changing the number of cores or affinity time to time. So, Bitsum ulit tayo. Ano pa ba yung tip ko sa inyo? Nakalimutan. Yung fourth tip natin, men, is inyo. Ayan, yung fourth tip ko sa inyo. When you're live streaming, alam nyo na okay naman yung live stream nyo, wala kayong stutter. Eto, kahit hindi nyo na i-open yung screen na to sa OBS Live, para mas nakainin yung, para hindi ma-exhaust masyado yung GPU nyo. Kasi siyempre nire-render nyo yung game nyo. Same thing with this one, nire-render niya rin kung ano yung nakikita nyo. So, I highly suggest if okay naman lahat ng setup nyo dito, all you have to do is to lock and then click uncheck the enable preview. Ganyan. Yan lang siya. Kasi ang importante yan yung chat mababasa mo. Notification kahit di mo nabasahin dyan, meron ka naman. Ganyan user-friendly ang OBS. Let's go back. See? Ito. Ngayon, nasa process lasso tayo. As you can see, sa FPS natin, hindi siya bubunga baba, di ba? 100 plus. Same thing with the GPU usage and CPUs. Very constant. 90 to 80%. 80 to 90% ang GPU. And CPU is yan, up to 30, 40. And then yung FPS natin maganda, very smooth. Since tinanggal na rin natin yung enable natin yung previous screen sa slide. So, ayan yung mga tips ko guys para maganda yung ano natin. Hindi natin kailangan mag-open ng browser. Although kung malakas naman yung CPU mo, okay lang mag-open ng browser. Diba? Pero most of the time, kapag nag-open ka ng browser, is maglalag ka. Yun guys, yun lang yung tips na and basic guide on how to set up your gaming and streaming using OBS Live. And I hope it helps you a lot. And one more tip for you guys using your mic. Okay? Hindi mo na kailangan ng magandang mic. I know it's very annoying, especially kapag while you're streaming is naririnig yung pag-type mo sa keyboard mo, di ba? Sobrang annoying yan. As you can see, hindi sa akin masyadong naririnig. Wala masyadong noise background. Kahit ang daming aso dito sa bakuran namin. And yung we're also using mechanical keyboard. And then ano pa, yung partner ko is nagko-calls din siya dito. Sabi ko, separate PC. Pero hindi nyo siya gaano maririnig. So ito po yung tamang tip para sa inyo. Okay? Para lahat jump pack namin. So all you have to do once you already choose your mic, I'm using Logitech Pro X. Maganda yung mic na to. Sobrang ang pro player talaga. Okay, ito. So ito yung mic natin ginagamit. So i-customize lang natin yan by clicking filters. Okay, sa filters, maraming option to, pero ang pipiliin nyo lang is tatlo. Ang makikita nyo is yung compressor, noise gate, and noise suppression. So ano nga ba yung compressor? Compressor is, ito yung lakas ng pickup ng boses. Output gain. Ay, kung gusto nyo lakasan, hinaan, pwede rito. Threshold. Standard dyan, men. Pagka-add nyo yan, ito nalalabas. Wala na kayong gagalawin dyan. I-add nyo lang yan. Same thing with noise gate. Ito guys, sa noise gate, maganda to. Kasi kapag mahina yung boses mo, and then kapag masyadong malakas yung boses mo, hindi siya yung basag. pakinggan. As you can see dito sa para indicator natin, 'di ba? Hindi siya lumalagpas ng red. Okay kayo basta nasa yellow? Oh, ayan 'no. Kahit sumigaw kayo men, hindi siya lalagpas ng red kasi once you reach the red mark, automatic ang pangit na ng boses niyo, basag, something na parang ewan, ayan. Ayan yung kagandahan kapagka meron kayong, noise gate, okey? Yung close and open na threshold. So ako, eto normal 32, eto ginawa ko ng 26. So ayan, kahit sumigaw kayo ng sumigaw, hindi siya mapupunta sa red. So ayun yung use niya. And then noise suppression naman, ito yung sa noise background niyo. Ayan yung mga, dog barking, clingy sound ng keyboard, anything, pagbagsak niyo ng mouse niyo kasi galit kayo, frustrated kayo, ganyan. So depende, ako I went to -20 decibels. Pero 30 standard niya, puwedeng 25, but I'll go with the -20 decibels. 'Yan, goods na tayo men. And that's it for today, and this is a long, tutorial for you guys pero very knowledgeable 'to, and I hope you like it. And if may meron kayong mga katanungan, just comment sa YouTube channel natin. Then, again, guys, if you want to support me, all you have to do is to like and follow our page, ictusgaming.tv, and also subscribe to my channel, Ictus Gaming. Okay, para naman maengganyo niyo pa ako na gumawa ng mga tutorials para sa ating mga gamers. Again, guys, this is Jay from ictusgaming.tv, and God bless, and I hope that you feel safe today.